Hello and welcome to the Vita Weekly Update, where I take the news of the week and compress it into a bite-sized video. There's been a blowout of Soul Sacrifice details this week. The game will launch on April 30th this year for North America and the next day for Europe. Pre-order content was detailed, including 2 costumes and 3 magic items, and the Japanese voices for the game. While the other items won't be sold separately after the launch of the game, the Japanese voice tracks will be. The cover art was also unveiled as it's on the screen right now. Killzone Mercenary got blown wide open this week. The game will have a 9-mission campaign, with each mission being about an hour long, with extra bonus missions unlocked in between, a 4 vs 4 multiplayer component with the famous Warzone mode and 6 maps, a global bank system where players earn money and buy weapons they want for both components of the game. Pre-order bonuses include a cash boost and double XP bonus, and it's all being built on the Killzone 3 engine. There's a lot more details I haven't mentioned here, but that's the gist of it. There's also been several previews of Tearaway around the internet, but I may have to leave you to find them on your own, as it is incredibly difficult to compress a description of that game into a 15-second clip. Instead, there's a trailer in the background. Enjoy it. Muramasa the Demon Blade is coming to Vita in America now as well, thanks to the efforts of Axis. The game will go under the moniker Muramasa Rebirth in the US, and the entire game is to be retranslated instead of using the original Wii translation. Also of note, the US will be receiving the downloadable content that Japan will receive after the game releases as well. There is no release date for either region. Xseed announced their major release plans for 2013 this week, which includes what several people are going to love to hear. Both YS, Memories of Celceta, and Valhalla Knights 3 are going to be published by them in North America. YS, Memories of Celceta is an action RPG and a reimagining/sequel to YS 4, evolving its action gameplay roots and leading protagonist Adol on a quest to recover his memories. Valhalla Knights 3 is a party-based RPG with 7-on-7 real-time fights and 7 races with 20 job classes. Luftrausers, the latest game from developers of Super Crate Box Flambeer, has been delayed in an effort to bring it to the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. Flambeer has worked with Sony before, the biggest example being the PlayStation mobile port of Super Crate Box. No other details were given about the PS3 or Vita versions, however it should be out within the next 3 months. Frozen Synapse Tactics was announced this week. The game is a complete makeover of the original PC turn-based strategy game. Frozen Synapse is a game based around commanding a small squad of troops against an enemy squad in a top-down layout reminiscent of older Rainbow Six games. Tactics will be developed and published by Double 11 and D11 Games, who have recently worked on Little Big Planet PS Vita. A new free-to-play multiplayer game from the developers of Assault Armies, or Amen or whatever it's called, has been announced. Deathmatch Village appears to be a 3 vs 3 third-person shooter/melee combat game with dozens of weapons, items and skills. Unfortunately, I have no screenshots or anything to show you, so I hope you enjoyed the kitty. In a bit of unfortunate news, Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault was silently delayed until spring on the Vita after missing its digital release this week. Insomniac Games, developer of the Ratchet IP, has no information to share on the status of the port from the developer or Sony themselves, and they expressed their displeasure with this on a Facebook post. Time for teasers. Sony teased an event for the 20th of this month, making it appear that something big is coming. The Wall Street Journal later confirmed the event will be the unveiling of the PlayStation 4. A Sony employee also teased that the Vita's first birthday, which is this month for the United States and Europe, will be crowned with tons of awesome. There's so much more I'm capable of talking about this week, like when Vikings Attack DLC and an English version of Samurai and Dragons released in Hong Kong, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R getting a rating on a German ratings board suggesting a Western release, Monster Monpiece selling out its first initial run in Japan, updates for Chronovolt and Jetpack Joyride, but I really had to prioritize here. That's it for this week. Phew, that was a long one. Like, subscribe, comment and share the video around if you liked it. I think I'm going to do something a little different compared to the Vita box. I'll let you know when I get around to it. See you next week.